Hey friends, so in the previous video we were able to make the network call and show our recipes in our console. So in this video we will start with showing these recipes in our table view. We will start with our title and the subtitle, and later we will import a third-party package called SD Web Image, which will help us to load our image asynchronously. So let's get started with this one. So to load the recipes, what we will do is we will create an array of recipes on top. This will be a private var, and we will just name it recipes, and we will initialize it as an array of recipe object. So right now this is an empty list of recipes. So when we move down to our get recipes method, we get our response right here. So what we will do is we will load the recipes from the response into our property that we have created in our view controller. But one thing that we have to be aware is that once we load the recipes into a recipes object, we have to reload the table as well. So what we will do is we will call our table view, and then we will call reload data on it. And another important thing that you have to remember is whenever you are refreshing a user interface, you have to do it in the main thread. So because we are making a networking call, so everything that is happening under this closure is happening in a background thread. So what we have to do is we have to switch from our background thread to our main thread. For that we will use the dispatch queue.async .main. So we will call our dispatch queue.main.async and reload our table here, and even we will load the recipes in the recipes object on the main thread. So after that we have to go to the delegates of our table view, and instead of returning a static list of recipes, we will call a recipes object and tell it that whatever the count is in this object, we want to load that many recipes. And right here we will get the recipe for each row using index path dot row, and then do the title here, and we will do publisher here. So let's try running this application. So now you can see that once the network call is complete and we reload the table and the recipes object, you can see the list of recipes here. And now we will go on to the second part of this video where we will load the image. So for that, what we will do is we won't be using CocoaPods or any external dependency management. We will use the Swift package manager itself. So for that, what you have to do is I'll paste the link of the library in the description, or even you can just Google SD Web Image and get the GitHub link. So for that, you click the file menu, and then at the bottom you will see Swift package and click add dependency, and then this dialog will open. You just paste the GitHub link and do next, and click next. And here we will choose just SD Web Image. We are not dealing with maps here, so we don't need that. So you see that the SD Web Image has been loaded. So to load the image, what we have to do is we have to go to the top of our file, import SD Web Image, and then again come to our cell for row at index method and do cell dot was it image view. Let's check what was it. So it was recipe image view dot image. Yeah, so once we install the SD-Web image, the image view get these set of methods. So here we will use the first one, and here we will just pass the URL with our recipe dot image URL, and we are not gonna do anything on completion, so we will just remove that. So let's try rerunning the application. So now you can see that we are able to load the images as well. So why we are using a third-party package rather than writing our own code is because loading an image is an asynchronous operation, similar to networking call, but especially on a table view, it will keep on making the networking calls whenever we scroll. So this image library also handles the caching for that stuff. So we don't have to write the extra logic around that. So that's why I'm using a third-party package instead of writing our own code here. So another thing that we will do in this video is I will write a small extension on the string class. So what we will do is we'll add another file, a Swift file, and name it string plus extensions. So the code for this class will be available in the GitHub. You can just copy paste it. I'm also gonna copy paste, and we'll just add it here. So what this sorry, I'll copy pasted it incorrectly. So what this is doing is, if we go back to our application, you can see that on some recipes some of these special characters are coming. So these are some special HTML characters that are coming, and this library will help us to remove these. So what we can do is we can go back to our recipes view controller, and here in the title we can write without HTML, and in the publisher as well if there are special characters in the publisher. So you can see that it is just a computed property called without HTML, and it is of type string. So let's rerun the app. And now you can see those characters are gone. So another thing that we will do is, so suppose instead of just showing the publisher, we want to show multiple things here, like the publisher, the website, which is here in this case a publisher ID, or the social score as well. So for that, what we have to do is we can create a string here. Here we can add all these. So we'll have the publisher ID. In the next line we will have the recipe dot so we will have the publisher ID, and then we will have the social score. So for that, what we will do is, because the social score, let's print it first, and then I'll show you what we will do to solve that problem. So let's run the app, open our emulator, let the recipes load. So you can see that the social score has like a lot of numbers after the decimal point. So to solve this problem, what we will do is we'll do string formatting. So we will do string format, which will be percentage point to F, and here we will do social score. So let's run this. So now you can see that we are able to see the publisher ID, which is their website, and the social score of the recipe. So as you are seeing that we are adding a lot of logic about the things that we want to display on the user interface within the view controller or within the view. So in the upcoming videos, when we will convert this MVC app into MVVM, I will teach you how to solve this problem using view models. So you will see the benefit of view models in multiple ways when we get to that point, and you will realize that how simple your view controllers and views can get if you use the view models the right way. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next video very soon. Thank you.